Alright, what is up everyone? I hope you all are having a great day. Today I really want to talk to you. This is going to be a brief video on the recent teaser that Wizard101 just released. And it's this picture of the... Let me pull it up for myself. Of these 7 trees, and each one has a school on it, similar to the ones that we know in Bartleby, like Kelvin. But these are the 7 trees. What can this mean? So I have a pretty interesting suspicion that it's a stretch. It's a stretch. So in the lore of Wizard101, when you hit Dragonspire, there was a king named Kilgore, and he became good friends with the Tree Minders, the people that live in the catacombs of Wizard City. Those crazy evil Tree Minders, or Druids, a lot of people call them. And basically what happened was the reason Kilgore and the Druids were friends because the leaders of the Druids at the time gave him seeds to plant the Dragonspire Academy trees, similar to the ones we know in Ravenwood. So when we look at this picture, first off, this could be, it could even be the Dragonspire trees, but I don't think it is that, because the Death one doesn't look similar, and the Fire one doesn't look like Ashley. What I think this could do is, later on in the lore came Prince Vigor, and Vigor for some reason believed that the trees belonged to him and went to war with the Druids, took an army to Ravenwood, and yeah, there was a lot of casualties. Basically ended up all of his men died, and much of Ravenwood and Wizard City was partially destroyed. There was a big part that I want to mention that comes into play is the trees in Ravenwood were destroyed. So the trees that we see now aren't the trees that have always been there. Every tree but Bartleby was destroyed in this war. So what my suspicion is that these trees that we see in this new teaser could potentially be the OG trees from Ravenwood, the original 7 for the schools before, Kelvin, Blossom, I don't know the other ones' names, but you get what I mean. It could be the OG trees. That's my suspicion. I know it's a bit of a stretch, and to be honest, I don't know what that would really mean for the lore, other than we could potentially be seeing an old Wizard City. A Wizard City before what we see. We see the latest version of Wizard City. We see the new Wizard City with all the new trees and big grown-up Bartleby, when we might actually be and there were no druids around. This was before all the druids were killed, and we might see an old version of Wizard City and an old version of Ravenwood, more specifically, if something like this were to happen. Now, this is a very, very big stretch, and obviously a very heavy suspicion. We have no idea if anything like this might happen. I also want to mention that this could also potentially mean that there are 7 new schools of magic that we might be learning about, similar to Wisteria. And this may not mean anything about what I'm talking about at all. But, like I said before, we have no idea what's going on. And, yeah, it should be interesting. This teaser, nobody knows what it means, really. So, it should be pretty cool to see, to figure that out. But it's just an idea, and I want you guys to let me know down in the comments what you think about this teaser. What do you think this means? What do you think this might mean? I have no idea, honestly, but if I had to form a thought on what I think could be the coolest idea, it would be this: that we see the old Ravenwood trees that were supposedly destroyed in that we learn in the lore of Dragonspire. Now, I'm gonna say something really quickly. In all of the lore videos that I've watched and studied on Wizard101, there's only one that I've seen talk about this. But, to be fair, this one was the one person that did. The problem with some of the lore videos on Wizard101 is people they go through it too quickly. They try and make it entertaining and kind of funny. Whereas, like, this guy that I watched, his name is Spiffy, and he went through it in so much detail to where everything suddenly made sense, and he wasn't really trying to be overly funny, and that's what made the lore video so impressive to me. And I honestly, if he's going the most in detail, then I probably trust his his lore videos as the most notable source. But let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling, kind of yapping about some random suspicion that I have, but it could be a really, really cool idea. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in my next stream, probably. Take care.